Hello, everyone. Welcome to your reading. The messages that come through are about what is about to happen for you personally. So look at the 4 different cards before you and decide which one is calling to you the most. I will start with the first card. There are timestamps listed for all of them below. Hello to everyone who chose the first card. Let's get into your reading. Let's see what is about to happen for you, what fortune is coming your way. And if you feel you need a personal love reading, tarot reading, or mediumship reading, my daughter is a wonderful psychic medium, and I will link her information below the timestamps. So let's get into this. Let's see what is coming towards you. What is about to happen for you? Ooh, a time of great prosperity is coming. Prepare yourself. So there are a lot of good things in store for those of you that were drawn in to this first card. And these 3 candles just really jumped out at me, like blessings coming in threes. So I feel like there's 3 things that are about to shift in your life for the positive, for the good. So let's go deeper into this message. Let's pull some tea leaves and see what comes forward with them. And I'm going to pull from 2 different piles because all of them together is just a little bit too much for me to shuffle. So let's see what this prosperity is. These blessings in threes, 3 different areas of life, 3 different situations, or a situation, a relationship, an unexpected blessing. Like it could just come in so many different capacities. So let's see what this is about. All right, so we got bird flying with it. There's news on the way. So positive news, carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Dog, far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. And teardrops, great sorrow. Okay, so definitely some of you are going to be receiving a message where somebody is saying, hey, I've really been thinking about you. I want to come see you. This could be a friend, a family member. This could even be an ex-romance that lives at a distance from you. And they're like, hey, I've really been thinking about you. I want to come see you. Or, hey, will you come see me? So some of you, this is an unexpected visitor, or maybe they're going to pay for you to travel to where they are. All right. For others of you, this is somebody you have not talked to in a while who is going to be reaching out, and they miss you, or they really want to help you with whatever you're going through in your life right now. So let's pull more tea leaves to go deeper into this message. All right, desk, pay attention to your work. So some of you, this is a blessing coming in around work. Scales, keep your life in balance. Good karma. The scales really balancing out for you. Scissors, disappointment in some affair. Okay, so where we've been disappointed, we are about to be uplifted. And star, guaranteed success. Lovely. I love that sits right next to that disappointed energy. Okay, so there's positive news with somebody at a distance from you coming in. They're thinking about you. They want to see you. They want to help you. They want to apologize to you. They want to take you on a vacation, or they want to fly you out to where they are. And it's like, you know, if this is a family member that's at a distance, it may be that they've come into some extra money and they now have the resources to come see you, or to fly you out to see them. There's positive coming forward in the workplace for you guys, and this could be where you've been dealing with a troublesome coworker, and it's like that person is getting moved to a new department, or they're outright quitting, or they could even be getting fired. This could also be a pay raise, a promotion, something really positive coming in for you financially. And then with the scales, where you know that you've been doing the right thing the right way, okay? And it's like you just feel like you can't win for trying. You say to yourself, I know that I'm being honest. I know that I'm walking my path. I know that I'm doing things right, but things just are not working out for me. This is unfair. I don't understand. And now the scales are going to balance and all your good energy is about to come back to you. So some really good karma coming in for some of you. And then I'm getting a couple of different messages with the scissors and the star. Some of you in the past, something just could not happen, could not work out as you had hoped. Okay. And you felt like it was like bad luck or misfortune, but now you're about to realize that it was actually divine intervention. It was divine protection because of what now is unfolding or what you're now finding out about. You're like, oh, I was actually being protected. And there is something much better coming in at this time with success or guaranteed success. So some area of life that's just been such a struggle, you're now coming into success, or where you've really been working hard to manifest, to make things work out for you. It's now going to happen, okay? Blessings coming in threes for you guys. So around relationships, especially somebody at a distance that's really missing you. Positivity coming in around your job, or even finding a job finally if you've been in the job market. And the scales, your karma balancing out in a beautiful way, you realizing something that couldn't happen in the past, why, and it was actually a blessing, and then big time success around your current projects, dreams, goals. So let's pull some more cards. Let's go deeper. Right, you got some unexpected treasure coming in. Ooh, yes. And know your worth. Okay, so you have been walking your path, okay, and it has not been easy. And at times you may have really felt like the universe just did not love you, did not care about you. And it's like, why am I honest? Why am I true? Why am I the bigger person when it doesn't seem to matter? And now you're finding out that it actually does matter, okay? And you're feeling really good about that. And the way things are going to be unfolding for you, the good fortune coming towards you, is actually going to reinstate your worth and value, or really strengthen your worth and value within self, where you're feeling good about yourself. You're feeling proud of yourself. And unexpected treasure, this could be around, you know, the connection where somebody's missing you. It could be around your job, the balancing of karma, and the unexpected treasure also could be where something in the past just could not happen, but now you know why, because of what's coming in. And with yes here at the center, this is yes. Positive is coming to you. Yes, your plans are going to work out this time. Yes, you are being blessed. Yes, whatever it was in the past just could not be. So a very strong, resounding yes, especially if you've been asking the universe a question and the answer being yes would be the positive preferred answer. There you go. Okay, so it's a positive yes from the universe for you guys. And remember, a time of great prosperity is coming in for you. So you've been doing everything right. You've been walking the path. And now it's your turn to have some reciprocity from the universe, as well as from relationships in your life, from your job. So very, very positive. Okay, Four of Swords, King of Cups, the Moon, Six of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so some of you are water signs or fire signs, or those of you where somebody is kind of at afar and they're reaching out and they're missing you. They may be a water sign or a fire sign, but this here, this Four of Swords, is you finally having a calm mind and energy around you and about you, because everything's falling into place. What you've been worried about, the answer, the solution is now coming in. And here, with the King of Cups in this position, this is where you are in deep contemplation. All right, just look at the difference. Here he is facing forward. I'm ready to talk. I'm ready to face anything. This, I'm contemplating. I'm feeling gratitude for the way everything's unfolding. And here with the Moon card, and this is the card that represents Pisces in the tarot, in September, we're having this Pisces full moon total lunar eclipse take place around September 7th, okay, which is just a little under a month away from the time I'm recording this reading. Right now I'm recording it during Leo season, okay, and I feel for a lot of you, this energy that's coming through is playing out between Leo season, and then some of it is also in conjunction with this Pisces full moon lunar eclipse that's going to be taking place on September 7th or 8th, just depending on where you live in this world, okay? So also with the Moon card, this is about manifestation. This is about cycles completing. This is about things that have been hidden now being revealed. And then right next to that, we have this Six of Cups. This goes back to this connection in your life that's at a distance from you, where they're thinking about you. They're going to reach out to you. Queen of Wands, they're taking an action or steps towards you, okay? And again, this could be a friend, this could be a family member, this could be a romantic partner. And if this is like an ex-romantic partner, I don't feel like this person like destroyed you and you haven't talked to them in like a year or two, okay? I feel like this would be somebody that the lines of communication are still open, even if you guys don't talk frequently, all right? And this could also be if you're dating somebody long distance, where they're just saying, hey, I miss you so much. I've got to see you. And something beautiful happening in your life or in their life, which allows you guys to come together kind of unexpectedly, you know, where you get to go see them sooner than you anticipated. So somebody is definitely thinking about you, whether friend, family, or romance. But the energy I feel between you and this person isn't of like a negative nature, where you've been sitting around waiting and waiting and waiting for them to wake up and realize your worth and your value, okay? The lines of communication have been open. Doesn't mean you guys are talking all the time or whatever, but this could be an old romance that's saying, you know what, I really just miss you. And I've been thinking about you and just what our life was. Can I see you? Can I talk to you? That type of energy. If this is somebody that like completely screwed you over, and again, you haven't talked to in like 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, it's not that person. Okay. This is somebody where the lines of communication are still open between the two of you on both sides, because the bridge right here is really jumping out to me, where you guys can still talk to each other. All right. So they are thinking about you. And this, you know, again, could be a family member that lives out afar, and they're like, guess what? I'm actually going to be able to come see you. I can take an action towards you. And then also with this Queen of Wands, your good work, your efforts are finally paying off, and this period of prosperity is also about where you can finally relax. You have peace of mind. Something's manifesting that allows that peace of mind or healing of heart and soul. And this too, Six of Cups, understanding why something couldn't manifest in the past because of what's now coming in. For those of you where this may be like an old romance, out of nowhere, this person is just having a lot of feelings. Okay, kind of out of nowhere. I don't know if the Lionsgate portal really activated them, or perhaps they're getting very activated under the eclipses that are taking place in September. But this person, it's like they're really awakening, and they're thinking back on their past and just everything that they've gone through. And when they think of you, they realize just what a shining star you were in their life, what a light you were in their life. Okay, this could even be like somebody you dated as a teenager, or like early 20s, and you know, you guys were just young, and life took you in different directions, and now they're reaching out because they're remembering you. That is definitely a scenario that could be taking place. I feel like, again, with this person, when it's like an old romance, this is not somebody that you would have blocked or that has blocked you. Okay, the energy is open between the two of you. So that's definitely coming up, where this could have been somebody more from like your teen years or early 20s, and they've had a lot of stuff go on in their life as of recent, and when they're looking back on everything, they realize just the light that you were, and they want to connect with you and just see how you're doing. It doesn't have to mean that they're trying to get back with you romantically, because some of you could already be in relationships, but it's like they're thinking about you and they want you to know what you mean to them. And maybe they didn't always realize that, but now you, in their memory, you are one of the happier times of their life. And Six of Cups with Moon. Manifestations that couldn't happen in the past can now come in. All right, this is a time of victory. Yeah, see, you're finally moving forward. And here you see the big full moon in front of her, but we're reading the card this way. It's like the worst is now coming to an end, you know, and you don't feel like you have to guard and protect and block your energy anymore. Yeah, somebody is really thinking about you and making a choice here. And then the Page of Wands, you know, action steps being taken. Okay, so you are coming into a place where you definitely feel like you can finally relax. You can finally breathe. Okay, the way things are now working out for you, this is the card of victory, success, recognition, rewards. And this could be, you know, in a past relationship. This could be with these two cards together, where again, somebody is going to come see you, or they have the means to bring you to them. This is positive movement and change around job and career, because we have the desk and the tea leaf. Okay, this is things finally manifesting, finally moving forward for you. And you know, Four of Swords with Six of Swords, where you were really worried and confused, you're coming out of that energy. It's like things are finally falling into place for you. Okay, and the hardest part is now going to be behind you. And with the choice here, I do feel for those of you where somebody is kind of reaching out from the past, and this could even be a friend that you kind of just, you know, lost touch with. It doesn't mean like you guys had a falling out or anything bad happened. You know, life just sometimes takes us in different directions, right? This could be a friend that's just really been thinking about you and is like, you know what? You are such a great person. How did we ever lose touch? How did we ever lose contact with each other? I want to hang out again. I want to see you. I want to catch up with you. Okay, somebody definitely wants to come towards you. And then this, your own actions, your own energies, your own efforts that you've taken are now falling into place for you. You're feeling good. Things are looking good. You're happy. just a much different vibe. And again, just because we have the lion there and the moon here, I feel this goes from now all the way until about the middle of September, when all of this is meant to unfold for you. Remember, this is a time of prosperity with 3 different blessings coming through. And some of those blessings could be stuff that didn't even show up in the cards. That's the main thing. Spirit wants you to know blessings come in 3. Those of you that chose this first card, there's 3 blessings on their way between now and the middle of September. A powerful ally will appear in your life. Welcome them. Okay, so this could be somebody that's popping up from the past. All right, this could be the powerful ally. Like they've thought about things and they just realize that you are a treasure. Okay, and that's a heart, and they're really feeling you in their heart, and they want you to be in their life because they know that you are a gem. You are one of a kind. Okay, so those are your messages. Again, if you feel you need a personal love reading, tarot reading, or mediumship reading, my daughter's a wonderful psychic medium. Her information will be linked below the timestamps. I am sending you so much love and light. Take care. Hello to everyone who chose the second card. Let's get right into your reading. Let's see what good fortune is coming towards you. And if you feel that you need a personal love reading, tarot reading, or mediumship reading, my daughter is a wonderful psychic medium, and I will link her information below the timestamps. So let's get into this. Let's see what your opening message is. A guardian spirit watches over you. Feel their presence. So right away, whatever you are worrying about right now, this is a very strong message from your guardian angel saying, hey, don't worry, I've got you. I'm watching your back. And some of you, this may be coming through as where you are really sad, really confused about something that didn't pan out, something that did not happen as you intended it to or as you had hoped it to. And you're like, why is that? Why couldn't this happen? It was divine protection, okay? And some others of you, I feel you really felt strongly intuitively to do something or to give someone a chance or to help somebody out, something along those lines, and it ended up really blowing up in your face, and you're like, hello, guardian angel, what do you mean you have my back? Why didn't you stop this? Why didn't you intervene and prevent this from happening? And your angel is saying, hey, I didn't want to have to see you go through this, but there is a very deep, deep soul lesson that you're learning through the experience. And because of that, it's aligning you to something much better, something much bigger than you're currently reaching for. Okay, so those are the 3 strong opening messages that I'm getting for those of you that chose this first card. So let's pull some tea leaves. Let's go deeper. Let's see what else your guardian angel has to say. Okay. Oh, and look at feather just flipped. And you know, feathers associated with the angels. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. And guess what? For those of you where this is around a person where it just couldn't work out, this is your angel telling you they're not who you think they are. Okay, and some of you had to experience this firsthand, all right, going down into the lion's den to see that this person was not dependable so that you can heal and let go of it. If you couldn't see it up close and personal firsthand, you may have not been able to like get over this for a very long time. All right, so and then those of you where this is, you're just kind of worried about something, your angel is protecting you from somebody that you just cannot trust, all right? And if you find feathers after viewing this reading, just a really strong confirmation from your guardian angel saying, hey, I'm with you. I have never left you. And we're going to pull from 2 different stacks of these. All right, not unsuccessful plant. See, you were protected, okay? You were protected. Celebration, fun, enjoyment. This is what's coming. And rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Okay, so some of you, like I said, you were totally prevented from a situation or from a person, and you've really been questioning the universe. Why couldn't this happen? Well, you were divinely protected because that person is not who you think they are, or that situation was not as glamorous and good as you thought it would be. So big time divine protection. And then some of you, again, part of your soul lesson was to go through the experience, and through that experience you're going to transform into a whole new version of yourself that you wouldn't have been able to otherwise. And for both scenarios, there is a lot of celebration, fun, and enjoyment. That's what's about to happen for you. And those of you that are just feeling really worried right now, good things are going to be coming in. Good things are going to be happening. And if you have been having a weird feeling about somebody, okay, they just seem kind of flaky, unreliable, this is your guardian angel really confirming for you. Yeah, you got to trust your instincts. They are flaky. They are not reliable. And some of them are just very arrogant and kind of enjoy smelling their own farts, so to speak, okay? Their head's just so far up there, you know what. Lobster, financial pinch. June, April, wow, and July. So you got 3 months that have come through. So some of you, this could be stuff, and look at, the very next card is the bread, the period of prosperity and abundance. Some of you, this stuff could have started playing out or happening in April, June, or July of 2025. Okay, and now you're going to start finally understanding why something couldn't happen, or why you had to go through an experience, or there may have been worries on your mind since, you know, April through July. And now, as you're watching this reading, things are finally going to be revealed, or the solution is going to take place. Because, you know, here you've got the financial pinch with the lobster, and then you've got the bread, a period of prosperity and abundance. So where money's been tight, where resources and abundance has been tight, there's going to be a shift in that energy for you guys. Something positive is coming in that area of life for all of you that are watching this. And this is something that's about to happen for everyone. Okay. But also, I do feel that with this April, June, and July energy, that there's more to come for you guys come April, June, July of 2026. And the North Node is currently in Pisces, has been there since the beginning of the year. And I believe in July of 2026, it's going to be moving out of Pisces. So from the beginning of, you know, 2025 to the middle, or about the middle of 2026, there could be a deeper soul cycle that you've been moving through, and it's going to be totally completed by that time frame. And when that happens, it's like life looks completely different than anything you've been dealing with as of late, recently. So also, I do feel all of you guys are completing a soul cycle with the movement of the North and South Node in the middle of 2026. because we're looking, this reading is what's about to happen for you, right? Period of prosperity, whether with money, job, with emotions, with happiness. There's some sort of period of prosperity that you're moving into. And then by the middle of 2026, your life looks way different than it does right now. You're done with a deeper soul cycle. And you guys are finding out why something couldn't happen or why you had to go through something. All right, period of stillness. Details. And look at that, blessed. See, where you couldn't understand, you're now going to see. When things just weren't changing, weren't moving forward, now there's a shift in that energy, and you are going to be feeling blessed with Gaia down there on the end. Okay, so beautiful reading for you guys. And remember, things are going to get even better by the middle of 2026 because you're in a deep soul cycle with different soul lessons that you've been working on. And soul cycles can be, you know, varying in amounts of time. Each of you have been going through what you've been dealing with for a different amount of time. But by the middle of 2026, you're completed with that. And in the meantime, energy's finally picking up and moving, and where you felt really in the dark about stuff, just depending on what side of the coin you land, the details, the clarity, the understanding is now going to be coming towards you, and you're going to be able to finally feel relieved and let it go and not feel so alone, not feel like your guardian angel doesn't care. And this stillness in whatever area of life that resonates for you, you're coming out of that. Energy's finally going to start moving for you. So let's pull some tarot. Let's go deeper. Yes, look at your first card out. The Six of Wands, victory, success, recognition, rewards, breakthroughs. And look at this, Four of Cups. You're going to realize you did not miss out on anything. Okay, for those of you where it's like it's just stung because something you really wanted just could not come to pass in the past, you realize it's not a missed opportunity. I didn't miss out on anything. Eight of Wands, very positive card. And see, you're ready to move on and move forward finally. And you've got the Empress. Okay, so Eight of Wands, very fast moving energy. And that just pairs perfectly with this period of stillness where things have been slow, not moving. Here's where it picks up. And the Knight of Pentacles in this position, there are some of you that have been really hung up on something that just did not come to fruition in the past, or something that kind of fell apart, and you have been so confused, and it seemed like that's what you wanted. It seemed like that is the path you should have been on, but now whatever's coming towards you, you're about to realize, oh, wow, okay, yeah, that wasn't the right path for me. And I've shared this in a reading before. When I was trying to buy my house back in 2020, or 2021, I really fell in love with this specific house in California. Okay, but the guy who owned it was such a jerk and so greedy. He was just like, he wasn't getting a whole lot of offers on his house. It needed some updating and stuff, but I just absolutely fell in love with it, and I loved the location, and I was so in love with the house. And I wanted it so badly, but he was such a jerk. He wouldn't budge. And on top of that, I really wanted to live in California. But everywhere I turned, every house that I put an offer in on, I got outbid by a cash buyer. And then also, this particular house, I wasn't being outbid on that house. However, he wanted me to try to be offering him so much more than the house was worth. And I did not have that money. I'm like, the money I'm financed for is what I have besides my down payment. I can't give you $50,000 more than the house is worth. But back then, for those of you who were trying to buy a house at the end of 2020 and through 2021 and 2022, you know how crazy it was. And so I was just like, no, and I had to let it go, and it broke my freaking heart into 1,000 pieces. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start looking in Colorado, my home, and if it works there, then that's where I'm meant to be. And the very first house that I even was interested in, it worked, it flowed, and that's where I am now. And I absolutely love this house. And it's better for me to be here where my family is than in California, where I do have family, but they would have been very, very far away from where I was trying to purchase. And that particular house was very near to where the fires were in California, okay? The Palisade fire. And it wasn't that specific spot, but I would have been severely impacted and affected by the fire being in that area. So I am very grateful now that I was not able to buy that particular house or one in California in general, even though that's where I really wanted to be, because ultimately I'm happier here in Colorado. I absolutely love my house, and I love being around my family and around my granddaughter and my soon to be second granddaughter that's due in February. Like, that's just where I belong, and I'm happy. So at the time, I was very displeased, and when I was moving from California back to Colorado, even though I liked the house, I was crying my eyes out. Like, it was painful. But now I'm like, you know what, Spirit, you knew best. This is where I belong, and in the long run, I'm happier. And so just take that story as inspiration of whatever could not work out for you. You were being protected just as I was being protected, and something better is going to solidify for you. And those of you that had to go down the rabbit hole, and I recently went down a rabbit hole and got totally screwed over by a person that I thought was a friend, I understand the lesson that I was learning and that I needed to learn. At the time, no. And if somebody would have been like, I would have been like, get out of my face. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear this. She lied. She took advantage. She's just not a good person. But now I understand the lesson I was meant to gain from that. Okay. So however that resonates, whether it's you feel like your angel didn't protect you from an experience, or you've been feeling very sad that something could not work out, just know that it was divine intervention both ways, and you're going to find out why. And those of you that have just been really worried in general because nothing's happening, the energy is finally picking up, okay? You're moving into a period of prosperity, all of you, and there's a deeper soul cycle that you're going to be completing by the middle of 2026, and your life's going to look even more different then. And whatever's bothering you now or in the recent past, it's not even going to be an issue by that point. Okay, so just know that. Let's go deeper. Yes, look at this King of Swords. This is you, whether you're a feminine or a masculine. And either scenario, it has grown you and made you stronger, and you are more able and capable of facing anything that may come in the future. And see, this was not a defeat. This was not a missed opportunity, even though it feels that way as you watch this reading, because look at what's next. Look at this. What is best for you, what you're going to love even more, is about to materialize and manifest, okay? With Eight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles coming out with each other. So I love that. And see where energy was really slow through the Knight of Pentacles. Now it's really picking up speed with the Knight of Wands, and you're finally able to walk away and move forward. Do you see how they're both kind of moving on? And I love that. And the lightning, okay, that's here, the lightning that's there, and then on this side of the King of Swords, the lightning striking, and in a very, very positive way for you. And then look at here, the Ten of Pentacles. So where things have felt scarce, there's no movement, all of that. Now you're coming back into this place of feeling very abundant and prosperous. So you're going to understand the deeper soul lesson. And, you know, the earth is the schoolhouse for the soul. And I know I get these stupid comments where people are like, it's not, it's the devil's place and we're stuck here. Listen to near-death experiences, and so many of them are like, the earth is the schoolhouse for the soul. So we are here to grow and learn. We are here on our own accord to come to this place to interact and to grow and expand and experience, okay? Because in the non-physical, you cannot tangibly touch, taste, see, feel, and experience like the soul can when it's, you know, embodied in the human physical form. It is such a delight, okay? And I get it. I've said it before myself, like, I never want to come back here. This place really sucks. It's really hard. But then when things are going amazing, you absolutely love life, right? We've got to take the good with the bad. We're here to learn and to grow. And you're coming out of a longer soul cycle in the middle of next year. Energy's now starting to pick up. Something beautiful is about to materialize for you, and you're coming into that wonderful clarity of why something happened or why something just couldn't happen. All right, a powerful spell will bring you what you desire. And what that means, your guardian angel has your back, and your spell is what you've been trying to manifest, the mental energy you've been putting out, the emotional energy you've been putting out. And some of you may very well have done a ritual or a spell for abundance or healing, whatever the case may be, and it's going to be very effective, okay? So those are your messages. This is what's about to happen for you. And again, if you feel you need a personal love reading, tarot reading, or mediumship reading, my daughter's a wonderful psychic medium, and her information will be linked below the timestamps. I am sending you all so much love and light. Take care. Hello to everyone who chose the third card. Let's see what is about to happen for you. And if you feel that you need a personal love reading, mediumship reading, or tarot reading, my daughter is a wonderful psychic medium, and I will link her information below. So let's get into this. Let's see what is about to happen for you. A magical moment will change everything. Be ready. Okay, so your opening message is there is a magical moment on the horizon for you. And some of you, this could be something that is deeply spiritual between you and the universe. Some of you, this could be something that's taking place between you and another person. For others of you, this could be a magical moment of manifestation. Okay, so let's pull some more cards. Let's go deeper into this message, but there is a magical moment on the horizon for you guys that chose this third card. So we're going to pull some tarot leaves, and I'm going to pull from 2 different stacks. Trying to put them all together is just too hard for me to shuffle. Okay, what do we have? Beetle. Good fortune. And that flipped for you. So there's good fortune. This magical moment is bringing good fortune to you. All right, yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. So where you're feeling stuck, where you're feeling like your hands are tied, this good fortune, this magic moment is taking you out of this energy. Next is unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. So really follow through on your intuitive promptings, intuitive nudges that you're feeling. And caterpillar, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. How perfect is this? Yes. So where you're feeling stuck, where you're feeling like nothing's ever going to change, there is some magic coming in for you. Okay, good fortune. And really follow through on what you're feeling intuitively. You know, there was recently in my life, like a few months back, I was really feeling something to do intuitively, but I was like, no, I don't want to. I'm tired. And then the next day, I'm like, man, I was kicking myself. I'm like, I should have done what I was feeling. Oh my gosh, why didn't I follow through on what I was feeling? So really listen to your intuitive promptings and follow through on where they're guiding you, where they're leading you. All right, so let's pull some more tea leaves from the second pile. All right, this guy is flipping. What do we have? As I just told you that, it's time to act. And this, the lion, we're in Leo season right now. Okay, we just had the Lionsgate portal. So really, really follow through on what you're feeling intuitively, or something you've been thinking about doing, changing for a while. The time is now. Okay, we've got March. Take care, enemies are working against you. And Scales, keep your life in balance. Okay, so there's also something wonderful coming in the month. Oh my gosh, this was the month, it's going to say in the month of March. And then we got December. So I feel like between December and March, so December of 2025 and March of 2026, there's more to come. So we're looking at what's about to happen for you, right? Like right now, and we see this good fortune, magical moment, things are changing, okay? But there's still more to come after this magic that you are experiencing, okay? And remember the message of follow your intuition and act upon it from now all the way through March of 2026. Anything you're feeling, you need to take action on. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for another sign. When it's your intuition, it's something that just keeps kind of nagging at you, and it's not like nervous energy. It's just like you feel like you need to do this, or you keep thinking about something without even trying. Okay, so between now and March, Really follow through on your intuition, and take care. Enemies are working against you. I'm also getting with the scales here that anybody that has been trying to come against you, destroy your plans, disrupt your life, create chaos and trauma for you, they are about to have a date with karma, okay? And all that they were trying to do against you, they are about to personally experience in their own life. What comes around goes around, and it's about to come back to them. All right, so somebody who has tried to or has caused great chaos in your life, they are going to reap what they've sown. And that could be happening now, in December, or in March with this energy. So just know that you stay the path. Protect yourself, stand up for yourself, but don't lower yourself to anybody else's level who's trying to destroy you or come against you. Stand up for yourself, protect yourself, but trust that karma's watching. Karma sees, and they're going to get theirs either, shortly after you've watched this reading, or in the month of December, or in the month of March. And, very interesting. I want to share this with you. Somebody in my life I know who is very like, I'm too good for everybody, is always looking down on everybody, is always judging everybody, and can be very mean and cruel. Something just awful and terrible happened to them, and honestly my heart goes out to them, because I'm like, oh my God, I wouldn't want to be going through what they're going through right now. That's just so sad and terrible. But I know that they brought it on themselves just because of how they treat everybody. And karma balances those scales. Sometimes it can be instantly, sometimes it can take a while. So just keep that in perspective for yourself. Do unto others as you would have done unto you, even when they are not on your level and they're choosing to be snakes and all of that. Again, stand up for yourself, protect yourself, but never lower yourself down to what they're doing. An eye for an eye, none of that, okay? Because karma does come around full circle, and I just witnessed it myself with my own eyes, and I feel bad for that person, as awful and mean as they can be. I'm just like, oh, that just sucks. I'm so sorry for you, and I genuinely am. All right, so anybody who's trying to come against you, they're sowing seeds of their own demise, truly. And there's a Buddhist saying, I don't know exactly how it goes, but it basically talks about, trying to seek revenge is like throwing sand in the wind and expecting it to hit that person. Rather, it just comes right back to you, right? So karma's going to handle something for you. Protect yourself, stand up for yourself, but don't engage the nonsense, and follow through on your intuition. Where you're feeling really stuck, you're now coming into good fortune, and change is afoot in a big, powerful way. Right, you will persevere, okay, with this desert energy. Look at that, sapling with journey begins. Yes, things are changing, and they're going to continue to change through December and in March. And warning sign, see, stand up for yourself, protect yourself, but do not engage them. Do not meet them at their level, because right now you've got good karma. Okay, this is what you're working with. This is what you're creating for yourself. Right here is some good karma. This is on the bottom of the deck. You don't want to muddy that or taint that energy because somebody else is really pushing your buttons or triggering you. Again, I'm saying don't be a doormat. If somebody smacks you, I'm not saying turn the other cheek. I'm saying totally disengage from that situation and just trust that karma's going to come around. All right, and with that warning sign and take care, enemies are working against you. where you know somebody is not on your side, somebody is a frenemy, or they're just faking, or they're pretending, it's time to really pull your energy back and not engage with them. Don't tell them anything. Even if you're kind of questionable on it, like, is this, it's like they're kind of passive aggressive, any slightest of anything, just pull your energy back. Don't tell them what you're doing. Don't tell them your secrets, whatever. And that could go back to your intuition, where you think somebody's all right, but your intuition is saying, something's off there. Trust your intuition, okay? And just protect yourself and your energy, and keep your plans, your life, whatever's going on with you, to yourself. Do not tell them at all, okay? Because this here wouldn't be coming through if Spirit's like, hey, you've got good karma and you be protected. Pull your energy back, trust your intuition, okay? And just let karma sort the rest out with that person. But otherwise, you've got a lot of good fortune around you, and anything that you feel intuitively to take action towards, the time is now. So let's pull some tarot. Let's go deeper. Right, Queen of Swords, Ten of Swords, Eight of Swords. See, where things have been rough, you are coming out of that. Four of Pentacle, and look at this, Ten of Cups. So you are very wise, okay? You are picking up on everything. You've got to really trust yourself right now when it comes to others, as well as different things you're feeling intuitive to take action on. And I love this, because this is saying you are coming out of a harder time. And you see the eclipse taking place there. In September, we're having the eclipses. We're having the Pisces full moon eclipse, and then we're also having the Virgo new moon solar eclipse. But the thing about the Ten of Swords in this position is the hardest part is over. In this position, that's where we're hurt. That's where we're struggling. But in this position, you see he's rebirthed, and the swords are still in the old version of him, and he's fine now. He's good. So this could even be where somebody in the past really tried to mess things up for you, and it hurt you, and you've been stuck in that energy for a while, but now you are coming out of that, and good things are coming in for you, okay? Because you got two tens. Tens are the completion of the journey. And then this right here, you've got the sapling with the journey begins. So yeah, you're coming out of a harder cycle, or coming out of what happened in the past, which may have been at the hands of somebody in your life, okay, and just feeling really stuck in the energy, like you can't move forward. And that's confirmed here with the yoke, feeling tied down and frustrated, as well as the Eight of Swords. But you're coming out of all of that, okay? And I do feel if somebody put a wedge between you and another person that you deeply care about, with this card right here, you guys are gonna see the truth, okay? You're gonna work things out, and you're gonna, make up with each other, and you're gonna see the person was wrong, okay? That whoever was trying to pit you guys against each other, you both are going to see that person for what they are. The truth is going to prevail. The truth is going to come out. So this is very positive. You are wise and strong, very intuitive. You are shedding the skin of pain of the past and birthing anew. You're no longer feeling stuck, okay? There's good stuff coming in with the Ten of Cups. That's all 10 cups feeling full. And Spirit has your back with the Hierophant. And see, you see the truth. This is like the new version of you being born, and where you felt stuck and hopeless. Now you're feeling balanced and strong through the Four of Wands. And the Three of Pentacles, really stuck, stagnant energy, is now transitioning into the Three of Pentacles. Energy coming together, things finally working out for you. And then look at this. We've got this King of Swords that's coming out over this Ten of Cups. And we got the King and Queen of Swords in this reading. So what this tells me is this could be you and a friend, you and a family member, or you and a romantic partner. Look at this. Somebody was trying to come in between the two of you with this Seven of Swords, with lies, deception, and betrayal. And you both are going to see it for what it is. And if this is something that's playing in real time, where somebody's just telling you a bunch of stuff, gossip, it's better to check in with your intuition than to believe what they're saying, because they may have their own agenda, like trying to get in between you and somebody else. But I just feel like both of you are going to see it and call it out for what it is. And if somebody is like gossiping, just telling you all this junk about somebody, you may do better by doing your own investigating rather than taking them for their word and what they're trying to say, because I don't feel like they're being honest. Like they're trying to create trauma, drama, and a wedge between you and somebody else, okay? And if this isn't even on your radar, then just disregard this message about, you know, this. It doesn't have to apply to you. Only apply what fits in this reading to you. But man, this is a strong message for somebody out there, and you'll know who you are, but you guys are going to move past it. You guys are going to see this treacherous person for who and what they really are. And you got two fours in the reading as well. Fours are all about stability and balance. So where things are off, you're in the struggle, you're coming back into balance, you're coming to the end of a journey with this as well, and you're moving into a period of good fortune and prosperity. It's important to really follow through on what you're feeling intuitively, and remember there's more to come in December, and it's March, right? Yeah, December and March, so keep that in perspective as well. A new opportunity will lead you to greatness. Okay, and that new opportunity, it could be something you're feeling intuitively, or that's something that can just kind of show up, all right? Because remember, you are going to have a magical moment here. So very positive, and don't worry about the rest. Remember, karma will sort everything out. You keep walking your path. You keep doing things the right way. Trust your intuition. Stand up for yourself, protect yourself, but trust karma to do the rest. And just know there's a magical moment coming. Good fortune is coming, and there's even more to come in December 2025 as well as March of 2026. So those are your messages. Again, if you feel you need a personal love reading, tarot reading, or mediumship reading, my daughter's a wonderful psychic medium, and her information will be linked below the timestamps. I am sending you so much love and light. Take care. Hello to everyone who chose the fourth card. Let's see what is about to happen for you. And if you feel you need a personal love reading, mediumship reading, or tarot reading, my daughter is a wonderful psychic medium, and I will link her information below the timestamps. So let's get into your message. Let's see what is about to happen for you. A new beginning is on the horizon. Embrace it. Okay, so your opening message is about new energy that's coming in, and a new beginning can be an entirely new beginning for you. your perception of your life and what's possible. This could be a new beginning when it comes to job, career, money. This could be about relationships. Okay, this is a different new beginning for each and every one of you, as this is a general reading. But the reason why Spirit led you to the fourth selection is because there is a new beginning on the horizon for you in some capacity. So let's pull some more cards. Let's go deeper into this message. And I'm going to pull from two different stacks of the tea leaves. It's just too hard to shuffle the whole stack all together. All right. So we've got February that jumped out. So there's a reference to February. That could be something started in February that really set you back, and now you're finally recovering from that with a new beginning. This could indicate that there's some significance for you around the month of February, such as a birthday, the birthday of somebody you love, or an anniversary of something. But this can also indicate that there's a new beginning on the horizon now, and there's more that's going to come in the month of February 2026. All right, table, hard work ahead. Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. And feather, someone you know is undependable and insincere. Okay, so we're looking at good stuff, all right? We're not looking at negative, but what I'm getting is up ahead with the table, hard work, and spiritual development. This new beginning is really connecting you in to your soul, and there's new doors opening. You may be starting to unlock and really expand your spiritual gifts. If you've wanted to get into like energy healing, holistic healing, doing readings of any kind, this is a strong message from Spirit that yes, you absolutely can, but you've got to put in the time, energy, and effort that it's going to take. And you know, a lot of times things can be very easy for you, right? But this might be a harder path, and Spirit's saying don't give up, even if it's kind of hard or slow moving at first. Don't give up. And also, this new beginning is going to just very naturally expand you in a spiritual capacity. And this right here, this message of somebody's undependable or insincere, you already know who this person is, okay? You've already been feeling it, or you outright know it, or you've been asking Spirit, the angels, the universe, can I trust this person? Is this person, you know, dependable, whatever? And this is Spirit saying, nope, they're not. You already feel it, and you need to act accordingly to that, because Spirit forewarning is forearming you, right? So and this might not apply to everybody, okay? This only applies to those of you where you've been questioning somebody's sincerity, a loyalty, you've been getting weird feeling about a specific person, or you've been outright asking the universe for a sign to let you know, can I trust this person or not? And then this is Spirit answering, no, they're absolutely not dependable, they're not trustable. You cannot trust them, okay? Spirit is answering very strong, and perhaps by the month of February, everything's just going to be very naturally revealed about this person anyways, okay? But this new beginning that's being offered, there is some work that is attached to it, but it's going to be worth it, and you're really going to grow in a spiritual capacity. So let's pull some more cards. All right, basket, recognition, reward for merit. Yes. Your hard work is paying off, which is creating this new beginning. Seek out information that will help you. You need to defend yourself, and that is from this person right here, okay? And if anybody's trying to tell you something, like a person in your life, a business, anybody is telling you something that just doesn't sit right with you, this is saying seek out more information. Get a second opinion. Trust your gut. Broom, new home, new attitude, okay? Some of you, this new beginning is a new apartment or new house. And Dragon, beware of self-delusion. Okay, so this goes back to this person, okay? Some of you are questioning yourself right now. You know, am I just paranoid? Am I being judgmental? Am I being insecure? And you're not. You feel something, or they've done something kind of questionable in the past. And this is Spirit saying, you know what? You cannot trust this person. You can't believe in what they're saying. If they say that they're going to do X, Y, Z, they're not. They're going to drop the ball. So don't even ask them. Don't count on them. You've got to put yourself first right now and do what's best for you, okay? And trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, that's going to be delusioning yourself. And Spirit's like, don't even waste your time. You don't deserve the disappointment or the letdown that they are surely going to bring. And if they're telling you something and it just doesn't seem like it's checking out, do further research, especially if this is around a business or company that you're dealing with. It doesn't seem right. You know, get a second opinion, ask somebody else who is, you know, well versed in whatever it is this would involve. And if this is even a doctor, like you just don't feel comfortable with what your doctor is telling you, get a second opinion, okay? A lot of times we've got to advocate for ourselves, right? And that's something I actually recently did with the health issues I was having. I just was not satisfied with the answers I was being given. And I went to a new doctor and I absolutely love her. And she's just more like, okay, it's not this, so let's test this. All right, it's not this, so let's test this. Where she's just being very proactive and she's actually listening to me, opposed to being like, well, we don't know what the answer is, but this medication seems to be helping, so just take the medication. Okay, so if you're uncomfortable with a diagnosis or an opinion of your doctor, just get a second opinion. All right, no harm, no foul. It doesn't hurt to ask another professional, hey, what do you think about XYZ? And it doesn't even just have to be the doctor. Anything in your life that you're needing help with. If something seems kind of weird or too expensive, get a second opinion. Ask a second professional, okay? Or triple opinion, whatever makes you feel comfortable, because this says seek out information. If you don't feel good about what's being said or what's being offered, Spirit's saying don't settle, you know, ask for another opinion. And there's this beautiful door that's opening up for you. And through that, you're going to be building yourself in a whole new way. And some of you, this new beginning is a beautiful new home or living situation. All right, so let's pull some more cards. Let's go deeper. Spiritual enlightenment. And see, look at this. You got the torch with spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Right now is the time to really listen to your intuition, but also those of you who have been questioning, should I grow and expand my spiritual gifts? Yes. Should I learn Reiki or other forms of energy healing? Yes. It's time to really connect in with your spiritual side right now. And also part of this new beginning is going to be a deeply spiritual experience for you, just the way that everything unfolds. Desert with persevere. Finally, something's happening, right? So you feel like you've been wandering through the desert and now you're being replenished. And look at that, time to move on. And this goes for that person that's not dependable. And you know what? That undependable person could even be a professional that you're trying to get answers or help from or wanting to hire for something, okay? Anything that does not sit right with you or feel right with you, it's time to get a second opinion and move on. And that may also be what this new beginning is where you've been going to the same doctor forever, or you've been using the same plumber forever, whatever the case may be. And this, you just haven't been feeling like you're getting the service that you're paying for, whatever the case may be. And this is a very strong message from Spirit that it is time to move on and seek out new options, new people. And that might be part of this spiritual enlightenment message as well, as you're just feeling it intuitively, like, you know, something's not right here, and you are 100% on the money, okay? So that could definitely apply that way. And then that time to move on, some of you, that is where you're moving into a new home of some kind, a new living situation of some kind. If you've been thinking about changing jobs, now is the time to start putting your resume out there. It's time to move on. Anything that you've been thinking about leaving behind, it's a big yes from the universe, because you've grown spiritually and it no longer fits on you. Okay, and that's what this new beginning is about. And yeah, it might be hard work starting over, or, you know, aligning to new things, but it's going to be so worth it in the end. Oh my gosh, look at the first card out. Seven of Swords. Yeah, trust your instincts, okay? Believe you over everybody else. Even if you're like, man, I can't put my finger on it, but something just isn't sitting right with me, you are 100% on the money. All right, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, the Lovers, the Four of Cups, and clearly the Hierophant wanted to come out. Okay, so yeah, you've really got to trust yourself right now. It is time to move on from something, because there is so much better for you up ahead with this Nine of Pentacles. And, you know, it may feel a little daunting to make changes, right? Because sometimes when something isn't the best, we stick with it because it's familiar and we know what to expect, rather than the unknown, you know, where it's unfamiliar and we don't know what's going to happen. But I do feel moving on to something new is in your best interest, no matter what it is right now. You've already been questioning it, okay? And here, this goes perfectly with the Persevere card, the Nine of Wands. You're going to make it to your destination, okay? You're going to make things better for you. And around any sort of relationship or connection where you're just not feeling like you're getting the full story, or somebody's trying to take advantage of you, things like that, you're better off moving on. You're not going to miss out on anything. And Spirit really does have your back right now around all of this energy. So it's time for out with the old, in with the new. And anything that you've been thinking about, you know, new spiritual learning, new job, new career path, new living situation, moving to a new town, new state, new country, all of it. It's time for the new. And it's going to be offered to you in some capacity. Yeah, see, listening to your intuition, moving on, getting a second opinion, that's going to bring you happiness and celebration. Okay? Don't stick with what doesn't feel right or sit right with you. Seek out other options, and you will be happy you did. And yes, the Page of Wands in this position, you see the Phoenix here. The Phoenix rises from the ashes. A new you is birthing forward 100%. And look at this, the Death card. Okay, this here is you really changing, you transforming. You feel wiser and stronger than you ever have, and you're not putting up with crap. Yeah, because look at this, you got the Emperor next. And you know, no matter how much you have trusted somebody in the past, if it's not sitting right with you now, that's okay, because the doctor that I switched from, I absolutely loved her. Like, I thought she was great. With some other things that I experienced, you know, in the past, she was very thorough. But this particular situation, because she didn't understand or know what was wrong, and there was a medication that was helping me, she just wanted to go down that path. And I'm like, look, something changed. Why would this just start happening? I don't want a medication that's just a band-aid. Like, I want total healing, and that's why I switched to somebody else. Doesn't mean that I don't think that she's talented and professional and all of that. It's just for this particular thing, she wasn't the right fit. And so whatever area of your life that could resonate, it's okay. You don't have to feel bad. You need to find what works for you. Yeah, and see, block it out. You're not going to miss out on anything. You're really not. It is time for new energy, out with the old, in with the new. And that is what is about to happen for you. There's something that's going to be offered, or you're just going to feel it intuitively. And if you feel it intuitively and you choose to start taking action, Spirit is going to align you to the perfect thing for you. A powerful ally will appear in your life. Welcome them. See? See? Get that second opinion. Okay? Get that second opinion. The help you need, the advice that you need, whatever. There's somebody that Spirit will align you to that is going to be a much, much better fit for you. Okay, so those are your messages. Again, if you feel that you need a personal tarot reading, love reading, or mediumship reading, my daughter's a wonderful psychic medium, and I will link her information below the timestamps. I am sending you all so much love and light. Take care.